last weekend at Minot State, a little disappointing, obviously. It was kind of the same kind of theme that we've had. We've struggled with a little bit, poor shooting from the perimeter, and then too many turnovers were the main culprits. Defensively weren't great on Friday night, but we were pretty good offensively besides the turnovers. And then on Saturday, we were pretty good defensively, especially for a half. But so were they. And then we didn't shoot it. I think we were 4-20 from 3 that night. And then we still had too many turnovers. But disappointing weekend. But I can't get down on these guys. It's a good group of guys. We'll continue to work hard and see what we can do here moving forward.
Yeah, like you said, you can't get down on these guys. When losses start to stack up like they have, how do you keep these guys motivated, keep the motivation pumping, and really keep everybody engaged day in and day out?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of life lessons that we're learning the hard way. I saw the coach from Texas Tech. His name's escaping me now, but when you win, you're the prince. When you lose, you're the frog. And when you win, you're the peacock. When you lose, you're just a feather duster. So there's a little bit of that goes into that, but we're continuing to try to be as good as we possibly can be. And the life lessons that you learn from it aren't necessarily all about winning. I can't necessarily talk to my kids about winning and everything they do, but I can talk to them about their effort that they put forth. And the same lesson goes to these guys. When we're out of here, the lesson they have to learn is, can you put in that consistent effort to be as good as you can be? I don't think there's any employer that you're going to have someday that doesn't appreciate a good work ethic and someone with a great process of how to be at their best every day. And that's what we'll certainly continue to try to do. Obviously, we want to win. We're in athletics. We're in a sport that highlights a win and a loss. But we'll stress that, but we also stress trying to do the right things, be in that process of trying to be at our best every single day. And how we work towards being at our best is the important things.
This team doesn't have too much depth this year, and partially because it's just a smaller roster. But you have a guy like Dalton who can come in off the bench and give you some minutes. And how big is that to be able to turn to a redshirt freshman and feel comfortable putting him on the court?
Well, he's been giving us a boost pretty consistently throughout the year. Besides the week he had the flu, he's done a great job. He can make the three. He's not shooting it great this year, but he is a good shooter. He's active. He's bouncy inside. He gets his second chance opportunities. And even today, his low post game with his back to the basket is really good. And if a guard ever gets matched up on him, he can destroy those guys. So it's nice to know that you can feel comfortable going to someone right away that has a chance to make us better, change the way we play a little bit by being able to space the floor and knock down some threes. But we're certainly excited about his future.
And Derek, for you guys, he's just been steady, not only this year, but really his whole time here. And he's been through a lot this past year, but just what kind of basketball player and man have you seen and watched him grow up to become?
Derek is probably one of the things I just mentioned, probably one of the guys that actually has a process that is to try to be the best that he can be in all areas of life every day. Yes, he has gone through some amazing times, difficult times that I don't think anybody would want to go through. He spent some time away from the game for 2 or 3 months, I know, this fall. But for him to come back and give us what he's given us is kind of just a sentiment to who he is, the work ethic that he puts in, his desire to be really good. And, it just shows. It shows every day.
And then back to the schedule, you got St. Cloud this weekend. Where's your focus this week, both within St. Cloud's strengths and weaknesses, and then your own strengths and weaknesses too?
Well, St. Cloud can really hurt you in 3 ways. They're really good in transition. They're one of the best in the country there. They are a really, really good offensive rebounding team. And I think they get 11 offensive rebounds a game or something like that. So that just gives an idea how many second chance opportunities that they give themselves. And they're really hard to match up with. They have a lot of matchup problems that I think they cause teams a lot of problems. Um, obviously, turnovers will really hurt us because they're so good in transition. If we turn it over to them, it's pretty much giving them a bucket. And so that'll be a huge key for us. The rebounding, we're trying to play big um, to help us dominate the boards, but that's going to be even more relevant this weekend. We have to be able to control the backboards and not give them second chance opportunities, limit their opportunities to score against us. So great offensive team, and they're gonna be a tough matchup for us.
So first thing I got for you is last year. I'm sure it wasn't the easiest thing in the world to be redshirting and sitting on the bench all year, but you're getting on the floor this year, obviously. And I guess how do you describe that feeling of having to wait, but then feeling the payoff this year of getting a fair amount of minutes now?
It feels good. All the work I did last year and in the weight room and extra stuff, it's finally paying off because I get to play and help contribute to the team.
Yeah, what was I guess what got you through last year? Because like I said, I'm sure it can't be easy to not get to play, but just what kind of mindset do you have to carry to get through that?
Just you just gotta wait. Just keep the process of what you're doing. You know that it'll pay off. Just keep going.
Yeah, at St. Cloud this weekend. Just where's your focus this week, both within St. Cloud's strengths and weaknesses, and then your own strengths and weaknesses as a team?
Um, we're just trying to play inside out offensively and just try and hit open shots, get it into Derek and Cody, and let them go to work early. And once they start collapsing, we can start kicking it out to the guards, get them open looks, and get them open threes. And then defensively, I think we just got to lock up. Um, we played good defense last week of the second game, but the first game they had a lot of early shots, tough shots. So I think that we can just continue to play good defense and give them tough shots that they'll miss, and we can hopefully they miss.
Yeah. And then, kind of when losses start to stack up like they have, how do you guys keep the motivation pumping and keep everybody engaged day in and day out now?
It's what Coach Boschee says. You got to have the drizzle to get the sizzle. So you got to have that swagger going into the game, each game that you're going to win, and you got to just keep playing, no matter the outcome.
Drizzle to get the sizzle. Okay, can you break that down for me?
You just got to have the swagger in the game and act like you're going to win. Just keep going.
Okay.